Hello, I'm Stanley Hill, and I'm here with Kerrie Ollenburger. Kerrie is the Director of Family Ministries here at Trinity, and we're in the high school room in the basement of Warner Wing. Kerrie and I are here to talk about youth education at Trinity, and that's a topic I wanted to talk to you about for quite some time. You and I agreed that you get to do the present day and future hopes that we have for our youngsters, and I get to do what happened 100 years ago. I got the short end of the stick, because there are no pictures other than a few congregational pictures of youngsters at Trinity. There is one other picture, and it's the Girls of Trinity is the title on the back of it, and it doesn't tell us much, but I brought a copy because I think there is a lesson here. You have to know somebody in the picture to put the pieces together, and I do, because my mother happens to be in that picture. She's on the back row, and right beside her is a young lady by the name of Martha Housen, who is one of her good friends. And to their right is Mary Lou Ebersole. Those three girls were the best of friends throughout grade school, high school, college, young marrieds. And they remained fast friends until their respective deaths, in fact. The question I wanted to ask you was, do you see the same sort of thing happening at Trinity today?
I do. I have seen this with my own kids who have become college roommates with some of their church friends, and I've seen it with other kids as well. We feed from several different schools here at Trinity. We feed from Buhler, from Hutch, from Nickerson, from Hutch Trinity, from Sterling, even some from Haven. And so it's interesting to see the kids come in and get to know each other and form really close relationships. They go from going to each other's birthday parties to becoming homecoming dates and prom dates and sometimes college roommates. But they really do support each other at their different activities. There are several important things that I would hope children and youth would experience when they are here at Trinity. The first thing would be what we talked about before, those relationships. I want them to develop relationships with each other and with other healthy adults, not necessarily their parents. Another thing is we talk about loving God and loving people. I want them to understand the love God part and where they fit into that story, so that when they leave here, they realize that God loves them no matter how flawed they are. The love people part of that is that I hope that they will develop a heart for serving others. And then finally, I really want them to feel like they were loved and valued at this church, that it was a good place to be, that the people here loved them, whether it was people in their Sunday school class or youth group, and the church as a whole. I really want them to know that, because if they go away from the church, as sometimes youth do, if they had those really good experiences when they were here, then probably they'll come back to it later. Well, we have lots of opportunities for students to grow in the ways that I just mentioned. We have Sunday school, we have Faith Friends and Gap, which is part of our Wednesday night program for our preschool kids through 6th graders. And then when a student is in 7th grade, we start to refer to them as a youth. And we have lots of opportunities for our youth. We have youth group on Sunday night. We have youth small groups on Wednesday nights, which includes the famous God's Team, which is a small group that has been going here at Trinity for well over 15 years. And students really are able to become disciples during that particular small group, because the students play games, they do sports, there's a brief devotion, but it's very non-threatening. And so they're very eager to invite their friends to that. They also have different opportunities to be in leadership here at the church, on the youth praise team, the higher ground praise team, on their youth ministry team, and on Youth Sunday when they take over the worship service. In addition to those events that meet regularly, we also have some special events. For instance, confirmation, when the kids are in 7th grade, where they get to decide if they want to join our church. And then we have special events in the summer, like Vacation Bible Camp for our children, which is a very exciting week that brings in a lot of children who aren't actually members here. We also have our annual youth mission trip for our teenagers, which is a time of service and fellowship and new experiences. And then we support our students as they go to summer church camp. We do a lot to recognize our senior class each year. We give them the opportunity to earn scholarships through our Endowment Foundation as a thank you for their leadership while they've been at Trinity. And then we also continue to support them in college. And we can't forget our babies and toddlers. We have a nursery on Sunday morning just for them. The way we work with kids and youth continues to evolve. Families are busier, and Sundays and Wednesdays are no longer sacred, and that's not going to change. And so it's our job to figure out what we need to do differently to best meet the needs of those families. The future is very bright here. I can't wait to see what happens next, and I trust that we too will be found faithful.